It gives life not just to us, but to our language too. It's given rise to memorable phrases, sayings, and quotes. We love its literary use. Vampires love it literally. And the word sanguine, though it sounds completely different from this word, is closely related to it. What's the good word? Find out all about it in this video. But first, if you're new here, do like, follow, and subscribe to The English Nut on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you. Our life is dependent on this red liquid circulating within us. Blood, the word for it, also animates our language. We use it in so many colorful ways. Here are some examples. There's bad blood between us, meaning we have a bad relationship because of things that happened in the past. She has blue blood, meaning she's from an aristocratic family. He let out a blood-curdling scream, meaning he screamed with terror. When milk curdles, it separates into curds. The aforementioned scream is so loud and filled with such terror, it is enough to make your blood separate into lumps. That man makes my blood boil, meaning he makes me furious. When I saw the lock of my front door broken, my blood ran cold, meaning it made me fearful. The word is also a part of sayings like this one. Blood is thicker than water. This medieval English proverb is about prioritizing family above others. While this is often the right thing to do, there can be a dark side to it as well, in the form of nepotism, where you give a job or grant a project to a relative, rather than some other qualified person from the general populace. I first learned this proverb as blood runs thicker than water, but most references I come across now say blood is thicker than water. If you've made it up to this point, I'd say that you're sanguine, that this video is worth watching till the end. Sanguine is derived from the Latin noun sanguis, which means blood. I use sanguine here to mean confident. The word can also mean cheerful or optimistic, or it can refer to a blood red color. Consanguineous means related by blood or descended from the same ancestor. Marriage between close cousins, for example, is referred to as a consanguineous marriage. And then there's one of my favorite words, sangfroid. It means composure or calmness. The surgeon maintained her sangfroid throughout the difficult surgery, meaning the surgeon was calm and composed, though she knew it was a life and death situation. Sangfroid is also related to sanguine, but comes to us via French. Sangfroid literally means cold blood in French. Let's talk about actual blood now. Don't worry, it's not going to be gory. I just want to discuss blood transfusion and blood donation. Here is their brief history. The first successful blood transfusion was carried out on dogs by physician Richard Lower in 1665. It was only in 1818 that the first successful transfusion of human blood was performed by English obstetrician James Blundell, almost a century and a half after the transfusion performed on dogs. In 1900, Nobel Prize-winning Austrian immunologist and pathologist Karl Landsteiner worked out the ABO human blood type system, which would help identify suitable donors. In 1932, the first blood bank was established in Leningrad Hospital. And in 2005, June 14th was designated as World Blood Donor Day. This date was chosen for the annual event to commemorate Landsteiner's birthday. Every second of every day, blood is needed to save lives. So voluntary blood donation is a wonderful way to do your bit for humankind. Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, who also served as Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force in Europe during World War II, said, "There is no glory in battle worth the blood it costs." But Martin Luther King, the leader of the American Civil Rights Movement, said, "Blood alone moves the wheels of history." Friedrich Nietzsche, the 19th century German philosopher, wrote, "Of all writings I love only that which is written with blood. Write with blood, and you will discover that blood is spirit." I suppose he meant that you should put your entire being into what you write if you wish to express your true essence. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychoanalyst, would probably agree. After all, he had asked, who has fully realized that history is not contained in thick books but lives in our very blood? I will let Gene Fowler, the American journalist, author and screenplay writer, have the last word. Writing is easy. All you do is stare at a blank sheet of paper until drops of blood form on your forehead. When speaking of blood, vampires can't be left out. Originating in European folklore, these undead corpses are said to leave their graves at night and sink their long canines into the necks of the living to what else? Drink blood. The modern vampire was born in 1819 with the publication of John Polidori's The Vampire. The 1897 novel Dracula by Bram Stoker surpassed The Vampire to become the vampire novel and inspired the present-day vampire genre, which includes not just books but video games, television shows and movies, including the teenage vampire saga which debuted in 2008 with the super hit romantic fantasy film Twilight. Do subscribe to The English Nut on YouTube, ring the bell icon too so you get to know when I release my next video. I'm The English Nut. Bye for now.